Hello students, welcome to ShirtBack Academy. In our lesson today, we're going to cover section 5.2 in the ITF Plus course. The topic for this lesson is database structures. Let's begin. We'll begin the lesson by discussing the two primary database types. Our first database type are structured databases. Structured databases can store data in fixed fields within a record or file. Common structured database types include tables and spreadsheets. Structured data allows for the easy entry, storage, and retrieval of data by users. Fields will be defined by the data type with user input restrictions. Unstructured databases are the various data file types that cannot be uniformly formatted. Some common examples of unstructured databases would be web pages, streaming media, and PDF and PowerPoint files. In the screenshot to the right, you see a sample layout of a structured and unstructured data layout. Relational databases are models that use SQL, structured query language, to create and query data records. Natural keys are data records that will contain personal information that can identify an individual. Examples may be a social security number. Relational database records will correlate to other records in tables. We can use the same data in multiple tables in different ways. We create relationships between the tables. Tupling is the grouping of small numbers of data records from within the same database table. Database tables are sets of record values that are stored and displayed in horizontal rows and vertical columns. Records are the horizontal rows within a database table. Each record is an individual person or entry within the table. Fields are the vertical columns within a database table. Each field is an attribute that will describe the table's records. Primary keys are the data value in the column that uniquely identifies each record. In our screenshot to the right, our primary key would be the customer ID column. It identifies each record entry in the table. Database schema are the collection of all database tables that contain stored data. We use primary keys as the data value in the column that uniquely identifies each record. Foreign keys are data values in one table that are the primary key in another table. Natural keys are data records that uniquely identify people through their personal information. Surrogate keys are data records that will uniquely identify people, but that do not use any of their personal information. Non-relational databases are sometimes abbreviated as NRD. They are database models that do not use table schema or the SQL query language. Non-relational databases will use storage models that is optimal to the data type that they need to store within its database. One common NRD type is JavaScript Object Notation, sometimes abbreviated as JSON. JSON is a serialized array of data records. Persistence is the storing of data in memory for faster retrieval and data saving in non-relational databases. Document databases are storage models that do not use tables or SQL. Data records are stored within individual document files. Document keys are the unique identifiers given to each document file. The keys can be strings or integers. Indexing is the retrieval process of data records within the individual document files. Document databases perform traditional CRUD operations. C creates or inserts records. R, retrieve, is the query and searching of records. U, update, edits records. And D, delete, removes records. Key value databases are non-relational models that store data by pairing a value to each record key. Key value pairs are collections of stored data where the key identifies the record. Key value database models allow for data partitioning and scaling as more entries are recorded. Key value modeling is popular because it is user-friendly and has a simple database model. In the screenshot to the right, we have a sample key value database. We have 3 key value pairs. The keys, user 1, 2, and 3, uniquely identify one of the names in the value column. That will conclude this lesson. In our next lesson, we will cover section 5.3, Database Interfaces. If you have any questions about the contents of this lesson, please review the course notes and exam objectives for section 5.2. We thank you for following along today, and we will see you in the next video. Enjoy the rest of your day, everybody.